What's going on, property managers? Al Bryant here. And if you've been wondering what all this AI buzz is about and whether it can actually help your property management business, you're in the right place. Today, I'm going to be breaking down exactly how artificial intelligence works, but without all of the confusing tech jargon, but with real world examples that work for your business. So whether you're managing 10 rental units or 500, by the end of this video, you'll understand how AI works and why it might be the game changer that your operations need. So let's start with the basics. Artificial intelligence isn't some magical entity. It's a complex computer system that learns patterns from data and uses those patterns to make predictions and decisions. Think about how you as a property manager can instantly tell if a rental application looks suspicious. Maybe the income seems too high for someone's age, or the employment history has gaps. You didn't learn how to spot these red flags overnight. You developed this skill by reviewing hundreds of applications over the years. AI kind of works the same, but it doesn't take years for it to learn. Instead of reviewing hundreds of applications, it can analyze millions of data points in seconds. It finds patterns that even experienced professionals might miss because of the massive amount of data that it can look at and remember. Imagine if you could predict which leads are most likely to become paying customers just by looking at how they found you, what pages they visited on your website, and how quickly they responded to your initial contact. That's AI in action for your business. So there are three main types of AI that matter for your business. The first is rule-based AI. This is like having a very thorough assistant who follows strict procedures. You give it rules like, if a tenant is more than 5 days late on rent, send a reminder notice. If they're 10 days late, send a different reminder notice that has different language and different urgency. Many property management software systems already do something similar to this. It's very predictable, reliable, but it's not very flexible. The second type of AI, machine learning. So this is where things start getting interesting. Machine learning AI actually improves over time by studying data. It learns. Here's a real estate example. You feed the system data on your past tenants, their application details, how long they stayed, whether they paid on time, or any property damage that they may have left. The AI starts recognizing patterns. Maybe it notices that applicants who view properties on the weekends tend to be better long-term tenants, or that people who ask specific questions about maintenance policies are more likely to take care of the actual property. This could also mean analyzing customer behavior to predict who's about to cancel their service, or which of your marketing channels bring in the highest value clients. And then you can put your focus there. The third and the latest type of AI is the generative AI. Now you've heard of this, for example, with ChatGPT, but this is going to be specifically built for your business. This generative AI can create new content based on what it's learned about your business. Property managers are already using this to write personalized lease renewal letters, to create maintenance request responses, or even to generate property descriptions for listings. You could also use it for email marketing, for analyzing customer feedback, or for customer service responses. So how does AI actually learn? Let me break it down with an example. So imagine you're teaching AI to identify high quality tenant applications. You can start by showing it thousands of applications along with the outcomes. Did the person become a great tenant or not so great tenant? The AI will look at this data and establish patterns. It may come up with such conclusions like, applicants with steady employment for 2+ years have an 85% success rate. Applicants with references from previous landlords have a 92% success rate. And applicants submitting within 24 hours of viewing have a 78% success rate. It's like having a data analyst that works 24/7 and finds correlations that you might never notice. And the more data that you feed it, the smarter and better it gets. This could mean analyzing which customers are most profitable, what times of day generate the best leads, or which services packages are most likely to lead to repeat business. But with all that said, it's important to know AI is not here to replace anybody. While it's incredibly good at finding patterns in large amounts of data, it doesn't understand context the way that we humans do. This is why it won't replace people, but it will support and enable them to focus on higher value work and make more informed decisions with AI plus their experience. Let me give you some examples of how we've helped property managers leverage AI in their business. Sarah manages 200 rental units. She's implemented AI for tenant screening. The system analyzes applicants' details, historical data, and it flags high-risk applications. It doesn't make the final decision though. Sarah does, but it saves her hours of initial screening time. Within a month, it had correctly identified 3 applications that looked perfect on paper, but matched patterns of tenants who'd caused problems in the past. Another way we've helped property managers is with maintenance requests. They use AI to analyze customer service calls. The system identifies keywords and tones that indicate emergency situations versus routine maintenance requests. Emergencies get routed immediately to senior technicians and emergency staff, while routine calls go to the scheduling team for follow-up later. Customer response times improved by 40%, and emergency resolution time dropped by 25%. Another way that you could use AI would be to analyze website visitors' behavior. AI can identify which visitors are most likely to hire you for project management services based on the pages that they viewed, the time they spent on the site, and how they found you. Your sales team can then focus on these high probability leads first, which will increase your conversion rates and ultimately drive your revenue. All right, so far we've talked about all the cool things that AI can do for your business. But now let's talk about what AI cannot do. AI can't replace your judgment. It can't understand that Miss Johnson's late rent payment might actually be because she's 85 years old and sometimes forgets, not because she's financially irresponsible and not a good tenant. AI can't handle unique situations well either. If a tenant calls about a water leak that's somehow related to the neighbor's music being too loud, AI won't connect those dots like you would. AI can't build relationships. It might help you identify which tenants are likely to renew their leases, but it can't have the conversation that actually convinces them to stay. So think of AI as a really powerful tool, like upgrading from a simple calculator to a supercomputer. It handles the repetitive, data-heavy work so you can focus on the human elements that actually grow your business. Now, where do you start? If you are looking for help getting started with AI for your property management business or any other business, visit us at www.rapidshift.ai and schedule your free AI consultation call. For property managers, we can get you started with a custom voice agent that serves as a frontline receptionist for your callers. The agent understands both owners and tenants that are calling. It can take maintenance requests from current tenants, and it can automatically schedule property showings with prospective tenants based on your calendar. It can also get property information and other details from owners who are looking to use your services. It then takes that information in and prioritizes who your team should be calling back first. These would be the owners that are most likely to hire you and which ones offer the most value for your business. All of this ultimately drives up your revenue and productivity, all without having to hire additional staff. So a lot of people fear that AI is here to replace them, but we need to remember, AI is not about replacing what you do. It's about making you more effective at what you do best. It handles the data crunching so you can focus on building relationships, making strategic decisions, and growing your business. If you found this video helpful, please hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments what part of your business would you like to see AI helping with. Until next time, guys, this is Al Bryant. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.